Hi there, my name is Kronenberg and welcome to my channel. This is a film review of Baby Ruby. It's a drama, came out in 2022, it's an hour and 33 minutes. Now I did only watch this on Netflix because that's where I could find it, but apparently it's on Amazon as well, so I'll read all three in a bit. So IMDb is 4.7 out of 10, and Amazon, which like I said I didn't even know it was there, is 3.6 out of 5. So the synopsis is right. We'll go for it. So we'll do Amazon. Jo, a lifestyle blogger, is happily awaiting the arrival of her first child, but soon after she and her husband welcome the new baby girl Ruby home, something starts to feel off. Jo soon finds herself plunged into a waking fever dream where everyone's motives seem sinister, including Ruby's. IMDb is the tightly scripted world of a vlogger and influencer unravels after she becomes a mother in noted playwright Bess Wall's feature debut, and Netflix's new motherhood turns an influencer's curated life inside out when she senses a dark conspiracy closing in around her, with a baby at its core. So if I'm not mistaken, yeah, so Amazon is a blogger, IMDb is a vlogger, and Netflix is a curator or an influencer. Right, so an influencer, blogger, I would say she's more of a blogger, not a vlogger, because she doesn't do a video, or maybe she does, I don't know, I can't really tell, to be really honest. The director is Bess Wall, W-O-H-L, who hasn't directed anything else at this point. Producers, there's 5 of them, and all 4 of them were producer on. We have Brett Beveridge, who produced Sometimes I Think About Dying, Lauren Beveridge, who did Sometimes I Think About Dying, Jeffrey Penman, who produced The Lighthouse, and Alex Sachs, S-A-K-S, who produced The Book Club. Music by Eric Friedlander, who did Oh Lucy. The cast, well, there's not many. So we have Naomi Merlant, who is Jo, who's in Portrait of a Lady on Fire, Kit Harington, who is Spencer, who is in Game of Thrones, Jane Atkinson, who is Doris, who is in 24, the series, and Meredith Hagner, who is Shelley, who is in Bad Monkey, the series. So it starts with someone cutting napkins as well as outside in the trees. There's like an outside bit, napkins, outside napkins, and then I kind of like, I realise what it is. She's cutting out the word Baby Ruby. The soft piano in the background. I've not normally watched this kind of stuff, but I thought, let's watch something a bit different. Now, like I said before, don't watch read synopsis before I watch these things. But at this point, I thought, she seems to be a successful blogger. She posted a baby shower details after and got loads of replies on her website. So she's not a vlogger and she's not an influencer. I don't know. I hate influencers. The phrase. I wouldn't let anybody influence me, thank you very much. Not the numpties that are around these days. So she just met this random woman in the clothes shop, right? And she has a pram pushing, and she says, because she's not giving birth yet. And she says, this other woman says, can I see your baby? And the other one goes, no, never wake a sleeping baby, because it's completely covered up. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Is that normal? Is that a thing? I mean, you can still look at it, can't you? Or her, it, him, whatever. Now, I don't know if this is a thing. I don't know. Probably women tell me anyway. That after giving birth in hospital, you can't leave until you've had a crap. Is that normal? Is that the placenta thing, Mijigi? I don't know. It can't be because it comes the other way. Who knows? Anyway, she was told by the nurse to do this. I've just never seen it in films before. Mind you, I've never really seen much the pregnancy in films. It's usually the usual one, and that's about it. And then she gets to take the placenta home to eat. It always makes me cringe when they say it. I'm assuming they do this anyway because it's got loads of nutrients and stuff. But it's just like, yeah, it's a bit cringy when you hear it in a film. It's just like, it's like, yeah, we've just whipped out your gallbladder. Here, would you like to take it home and have a nibble? It's like, no, thanks. And so begins the crying, the restlessness, no sleep for all, him reading baby books on what to do, typical fatherhood and motherhood. So baby's finally asleep, right? The doorbell goes. And then it seems Joe keeps missing the time because she thought it was like middle of the night, the first night, and it's like it's been a month later. It just says, "What are you doing calling this time of night? We've just gone to sleep." It's like, it's been a month since you've been home, and she's like, "What?" So the mother-in-law, which is what's her name? Jane Atkinson. She's Doris. She says that everyone thinks the babies are cute. I just think they all look like E.T. I just thought that was so funny because everyone does this. Oh, my baby's so beautiful. I always think they just look like prawns myself, but yeah, it's just like, isn't it beautiful? It's like they all look the same at that point. So for my one thing, I will say, if you hate the sound of babies crying non-stop for 20 minutes or so, this film will kill you off. I was like, my God, man. I was like, Jesus, my eardrums. Now, what I like is when you use a search engine for something, but you can't see what the hell they're looking for. So it's just obviously typing something. I'm not sort of watching my computer because I watch on computer because I don't have a TV. I don't sort of sit here right about 2 feet away from my TV screen, glaring at it, going, "Oh yeah, I can see what she's typing." I'm kind of like sitting on the sofa, like anyone would do. Even if you've got a huge TV, you don't sort of sit there right with your nose next to it. You'd sit further back, and then she's typing something on a search engine. I had no idea what the hell she was typing up. You know, it's like when they do use text messaging and they text. Sometimes there can be huge texts because I've seen a couple nowadays and they're huge texts on the sides of the screen. But usually they're right small and you're like having to pause the film, get up and have a look forward and going, what the hell is he typing? Oh right, okay. And then he types a bit more and you go, right, let me pause that. Oh right, yeah. Because you've no idea. Can you imagine if this is live? You're watching a film that you've just rented not rented, but you're watching live on wherever it is, and there's no pause. You're like, what the hell was that? Something very important. Don't know. It's gone now. Cinema's different. It's huge freaking screen, but you know what I mean? It's just a bit like, please don't do this. I know everyone does it, but maybe put it on the side of the screen that comes up in huge. Like I say, some people have done that now. They start typing, but it comes up on the side of the screen, as in huge. What they're typing? That's a good idea. So she's losing her mind with the bundle of joy there all the time. So hubby says, let me go and check on her. She's crying this one time. I was like, what? Well, of course. Instantly she stopped. Ruby stopped crying, right? But then that kind of makes me wonder. Then has she stopped him from comforting Ruby at all? It's like, it's my kid. I'm looking after her. Leave her alone. You go to work. Go on. Leave. I don't know. Like I say, my bloody eyes. Jesus Christ. I think everyone hates strobe lights, but you know what I mean. So she's gone to a club with her friends, right? Strobe lights kicking, and there's some also. It's not just strobe lights, so I can kind of like get around that. I'm like, fine, I can just maybe close my eyes a bit and squint, you know, try to block them out. But then there's these kaleidoscope images up here. If you know what a kaleidoscope is, it's kind of where images kind of morph and move around and stuff like that. Like there's 5 images all at once sort of thing. I can't really describe it. But he was like that. I said, Jesus Christ almighty. And it went on for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm looking at here. I can't see a damn thing. Do they honestly think that the viewer loves this kind of crap? I swear they do. The flickering light. The famous, let's put a fluorescent light on that light. I swear they must think, we all love that. I don't know if people notice, but people are even getting rid of them damn things because of the exact same reason. Putting in bloody, what do you call it? Floodlights, what do you call them? Those things, spotlight jobs. But no. They always put these stupid fucking lights in that flicker like a nutter. I'm just pausing briefly on going off script here. Not very rare for me, obviously. So I just started watching Stranger Things on Netflix. I've had to pause briefly because I've just realised there's another season coming up soon. God damn it. So I don't like to watch them out seasons. And there was a bit towards the end of one of the first season, as it were, And the strobe light, because it only appears when there's lights flickering, as usual. And then it was a strobe light, and it went on for like 10 minutes. I have no idea what happened at the end of that episode. No idea, because all I had to do was close my eyes. Because it was just like strobe light start, and it was constant. And it wasn't just like flicker, flicker. It was a flick, 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 flick. Literally, I couldn't see a thing. Do they think that that's what we all love? Because I can tell you this, for any aspiring director out there, turn that shit off. The only reason people are throwing up in the corner when they're watching in the cinema isn't because they're scared of the film. It's because they're having a fucking seizure. Anyway, so it's taken a weird change, just like me then. It's not struck a gear. I can't really explain everything because I'm so boasting about it. But it's got some strange things, like she's hanging something up. And her shadow's kind of cast against this wall, and then she moves away, but the shadow stays. It's kind of a bit weird. It's like, what the hell? What am I watching here? It's just a weird film. Ending was a bit confusing, as in the way it was. It was just like, what? What? I mean, I can understand it. I get it now. The film, it makes sense. But it was just the way it was done. It was just like, Jesus Christ. Like I say, if you hate the sound of babies crying constantly, probably, either mute it or just, maybe not watch this one. I don't know. But I'm actually going to give it a 4. Because it was just so slow in parts. There were bits like I nearly dropped off. Well, what the hell's going on? I've watched films where I say what the hell is going on because all sorts of things are happening. But this was just where nothing was happening. It was just, I know it's not supposed to. It's a drama. But you need something to be kicking off. Something. Maybe it was when the strobe lights were kicking on. I don't know because I had my eyes closed because I nearly bloody passed out. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed watching and listening to this film review of Baby Ruby. Please subscribe to my channel. I've got plenty of the film reviews. Not many dramas. I'm trying to do a few more dramas. I can't remember. Syntycock was a drama, I think. Syntycock New York. I think that was a drama. But yeah, I've got a couple. But mostly horrors and thrillers or action films. Give me your thumbs up if you like this video. If you watch this film, I'm curious. But yeah, there we go. Okay, well, thank you and goodbye.